I think what drew me to work in holistic health was I had been unwell with what I could describe as a burnout. I knew it was my nervous system. I know enough about the nervous system to know it was that, but hadn't spotted the signs of getting poorly really. And no matter how much I went back to the GP, I knew that there was something that I needed to do. And the burnout was affecting me really physically. So like aches and pains, headache, and overwhelming fatigue. And I knew that I had to look at what I was putting in my body and adjust it, and knew that I would sort of need some guidance with that. Well, I met Lorna when she did a talk in June, and I was immediately attracted to her groundedness and calmness. And when I put a post out on social media, like basically like a plea for help with fatigue, because no matter what I was doing, I was resting, I was meditating, I was taking loads of supplements. There wasn't much improvement, and Lorna had responded to a post asking what type of meditation I did, and meditation was something I was quite passionate about, and it helped me so much, especially like in crisis moments. And there was just some sort of magnetic pull, like she could be the one to guide you with this. I also had started moving my body a little bit. Now the fatigue was so overwhelming that I wasn't doing much, but stretching my body out, doing a little bit of yoga just on YouTube, and the fact that Lorna could help with the movement and the diet related stuff, like in a whole holistic approach, I think was the pull. And we had a few conversations, exchanged voice notes, and I just felt like she really got me in that first moment of meeting. And also I had this spark of, this woman could help you right now. So I have made massive diet changes that were well needed. Was skipping breakfast, usually due to overwhelming nausea and stress in the mornings, and that I think that wasn't good for my nervous system. Letting my blood sugar drop several times a day as well wasn't good. And Lorna's advice on dietary changes has really helped me sustain an energy level till dinner time throughout the day. I'm not skipping meals. A big thing for me was energy, so I turned to sugar, fizzy drinks in particular, for that energy boost in the mid-afternoon. And I've dropped all that, which is something I never thought I would have been able to do because it was such an addiction. But Lorna has, given me lots of tips of how I can get natural sugars in another way, or boosts in another way that's good for me. Like, I didn't even realize there was such a thing. I think Lorna's just given me the permission to rest as well. I was so hard on myself, and I think maybe I would have overcome the burnout sooner if I'd allowed myself to properly rest. And I don't even think, when I say rest, I don't mean napping all the time. It's just giving the mind a rest. And I really like Lorna's breath sessions. They're so simple. There's no visualization needed. It's just calming the mind, and 5 to 10 minutes in, I can literally feel myself rested in that state, which is nice. I have also been moving my body more than ever before, actually. Even though I've got fatigue, and I still would say that I'm suffering with fatigue. I don't know if that's the right phrase to use, because actually I'm doing a lot more. But there's part of me that's very impatient, and I know fatigue is something that takes a while to get over. Yeah, lots of changes, really. Lots of little things that I've wrote down on a chart that I can tick off and get the sort of hit from, yeah, you've done that, you've done that, you've done that. Even lemon water before a coffee in the morning has been a big change, and it really does sort of hydrate you. And yeah, there's quite a lot of changes, a lot of little changes that's adding up to big changes, I suppose, is how I would summarize that. I think the biggest observation is energy levels. I've noticed a big change in energy levels. In fact, nearly every aspect of my life has changed, actually, if I really think about it. So I'm sleeping better. I was having a lot of wakeful nights for period 2 to 3 hours a night. I'm not having that so often. My body for about 3 or 4 months had been aching, like I was coming down with something. But the aches is now related to the exhaustion. So if I've overdone it, is when I get the aches, and they are not that often at all now, which is a big change. I mentioned when I was talking about the diet stuff that I'm not having an energy drop at dinner time before dinner because what I'm eating in the morning is sustaining me, throughout the day. I'm definitely feeling more grounded and more hopeful. Like there was a time that I couldn't see a way out of how I was feeling physically and mentally. And, I feel like the future looks bright right now, and then the sun is shining, which is helping. Just overall health feels improved. I'm getting more stamina because I'm building myself up slowly. I'm really taking pride in what I'm feeding myself and my family. I just feel calmer. Yeah, I feel like even just noticing on this camera today that my skin looks just like more radiant, and I feel like I look healthier. I've lost a little bit of weight, which wasn't on my radar, but obviously I'm not eating snacks and unhealthy things. So obviously I have lost a little bit of weight. Yeah, I just feel. Another example is touch wood. I haven't had a cold or a bug for a while, and I've got two young children who are quite often bringing certain bugs home from school, and I used to think there was something wrong with my immune system because I'd pick up everything when my partner wouldn't. And I know now it's because I've lived under such a high level of stress that my immune system probably was affected, and I feel quite healthy considering we're in winter and the kids are got sore throats and snotty noses here, there, and everywhere. I've not picked up anything since I've been working with Lorna.